Optimism plays a crucial role in our everyday lives. Have you ever heard the saying, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade? That is an example of optimism. As an optimist myself, I can personally say that it helps me stay positive on a daily basis. Optimism helps you have a better outlook on life, and today I will discuss what optimism is, how it could benefit or negate you, and why it is crucial. We might ask ourselves, why do people choose to be optimistic? As it says in the article, social workers, resilience, positive emotions, and optimism. Optimism is when someone hopes or sees the best possible outcome in order to deal with stress or a feeling of doubt, by Collins S. in 2008. In more detail, optimistic people look at the brighter side of things. For example, let's say a young child, their name is Gerald. Gerald has a doctor's appointment that he's not looking forward to, as most children do. However, he knows that if he's really good, he might get a sucker at the end. Another good example is when you have a lot of things weighing you down at the moment, like assignments, a career, and trying to balance a social life. A lot of people struggle with things like that. You could use optimism by thinking about how you can connect with others while you are doing these things, because you can be social while you work by making connections with coworkers and customers that'll last. Now that we know what optimism is, let's take a look at how optimism can be adverse or beneficial. Studies have shown that people who execute optimism in their everyday lives are likelier to complete hard goals. A negative side of optimism is that it could give you a false sense of security or hope. This could be worse than not being optimistic because it could make you feel worse. It has been proven that optimistic people have better mental health in general. According to Nemours Kid Health article, optimism increases the chances of a good attitude, success, and health in general, by Gavin M.L. in 2022. If you can find a way to look at the brighter side of things, you can't spend too much of your time thinking about what could go wrong during the day, which leads to a probability of less negative feelings or worry. Excuse me. Although optimism can be beneficial and negative, how is it important? Optimism is important because it can help protect against mental illnesses. Excuse me. Over 50% of Americans have been diagnosed with mental illnesses, and the other percent struggles in silence. Optimism lets us take bad situations to strengthen ourselves. Optimism also makes you try rather than giving up. For example, as the website Springer's Link says, optimism feeds itself by letting us become positive, and as we have a positive attitude, more positive things happen. By Segerstrom, SC, Carver, CS, and Shire, MF, in 2017. Have you ever heard of someone paying for the next person's meal in a drive-thru and it just keeps going like a chain reaction? That's how optimism works. The more you practice it and the longer you use it, the more effective it is. As we end today, let's revisit what I hope you have learned. Today we went over what optimism is, why people choose to be optimistic, the ups and downs of being an optimist, and why optimism is important.